Hi guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I'm back. All right, so we're continuing on. This is part 2. And let me just show you guys what we're making. Remember I did this old school roller skate or boot, old skate roller skating boot, however you want to say it. And so this is what we are making. So I'm showing you how I made this. And I'm also going to color that roller skate. I already have the roller skate drawn out. That'll be in the 3rd or 4th part. We'll color up this roller skate, and then we'll do the Donna Dewberry one-stroke roses on this skate. So there's a lot of fun stuff on this skate, but the skate will be done all by itself, and then we will collage it into the background. Okay? So this is what we're going for. Okay, so where we left off. So now we got all of our collage bits, our layers of collage bits on here, right? So now we need to gesso. And either, just a second, I didn't get this off. Oh, wait a minute. That's my glue. I don't need that. Oh my God, I have so much stuff everywhere. I don't use gesso. You can use gesso. I use a thing called Kilz, K-I-L-T-Z. You buy it by a gallon. It's wall primer. And you get it at Home Depot. You get it at Walmart for about $15. You'll have gesso forever. But it's really a wall primer. They're all primers. Oh, shoot. Okay. Sorry about that. My lid just spilled. Just got a bunch of gook on me. Just a second. You can also, you can use gesso. And if you don't have either one of those, you can use white acrylic paint. Do that. I never say that, and you can use white acrylic paint for what I'm about to do. So I'm going to dip my brush in water and then dip it into my gesso / Kilz, because I want to just do a light coat of gesso just to knock this back a little bit, and also to give myself some nice tooth. But I still want to be able to see all these layers, okay? So that's why I dip it in the water, then I dip it into the gesso. So give me a nice tooth to work off, so there'll be a very matte, flat surface. It will also knock back this background a little bit and make it very paintable. Okay. But at the same time, we can still see through it. That's what I think the magic is, being able to see through all the layers, like all this stuff coming up. So let me get my dryer out, and we're going to dry this. So if you don't want to hear my dryer, you can fast forward. Okay, so we have a nice matte surface to work with. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add color. We're going to add this beautiful magenta. Next to the magenta, and this is important, I think, is where you place your colors so that they look right all together. So we're going to have magenta here. I'm going to place orange right next to the magenta. Right next to the orange, I'm going to replace the yellow, and right next to the yellow, I'm going to going to place the green. These kind of colors all complement each other, right? When they're by each other. I love magenta and orange. I saw that a long time ago in somebody's work, and I was like, oh, I'm going to remember that combination. Because red, I'm trying to think. Anyway, they go together well. Why is there a crack in that? All right, so the first color, let me get all these opened up real quick. Okay, that one's going to open easily. Let me see if I don't have to crack all these open or hit them. Yeah, I got to hit this one. Sorry about the noise. Just a little something like that will crack the seal. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I want to use baby wipes. I'm going to use baby wipes to apply the color onto this background, because when you do that, it makes it so that the paint, this acrylic paint, is translucent, so you can see through the paint. Okay. So I need 4 baby wipes. So I just take a baby wipe and split it in half. That's all I need. Also, if you don't have, I'm using Diane Reevely's paints. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're beautiful. If you don't have Diane Reevely's, or they're called Dilutions, her paints, just simply use acrylic. That's all this paint is acrylic paint. I just really like her colors. And I got such a good deal. I got them on clearance last year, and I think I got them for $1.50 each. I think I even got a few this year. Or was that this year that I got those? I can't remember. It was either last year or this year, when they had the 75% off, which they still kind of do. Some stores, they're done with that sale. Some stores still have it. Okay. But what I like about this is, see how you can still see the layers through there? That's what I think is beautiful. All right. Now I'm going to add orange right next to the magenta, because I think that orange and magenta go together so pretty. And even you can do yellow by magenta, and it looks really pretty. And again, see, look, you still see all that stuff below it. What I like about what I did here, doing all these layers, watch part 1 if you didn't see this, is that you don't have to have stamps and stencils. You can use magazine, you can use book pages and magazine bits for all of this stuff from underneath, and not even ever use a stencil or a stamp. So, just want to say that. I am going to use a stencil, but you don't have to, because look how much interest you have underneath this already. Okay. Let me get the yellow. Throw this yellow right here, right next to the orange. So pretty. And then we're going to go in with the turquoise color. Right down here. And I also, what I like to do is I always like to blend it up into the other color. So there'll be a little bit of this turquoise blended up into this yellow. I don't know how she does it, but the colors really don't mix together. Normally, if you hit one acrylic towards another, it'll mix and make another colors. Hers don't really mix. They stay true, which is really different. So anyway, okay, so what do I want to do right here? Let's do a little magenta down here at the bottom. And I'm not even redipping. Her color is so potent that I'm just using what's left on the baby wipe. Okay, and then we'll throw in a little orange right here. And again, just leaving what's on the baby wipe. Okay, very good. And I would like to throw, I feel like there's too much orange right there, so I'm going to throw a little bit of magenta right here. I am going to redip in that. And I just use the lid because there's always enough pigment right in the lid. I got pretty bold right there, but I like it. All right. Very pretty. Okay. So let me put, oh, this is what I want to say about her paints, about Dylusions paints. I've heard a lot of people complain that they dry out. What she said to do, this is Diane Reevely, the one who makes these paints. She said put a couple of sprays in the lid. Put a couple sprays in the lid, and that will replace whatever moisture gets evaporated out. Because when you open these, I mean, that evaporates a lot, evaporates moisture. So just take it, a couple of sprays of water, and close. And if you do that every time, your paints won't ever dry out. And I've had these paints now, like I said, I believe I got some last year and some this year. Anyway, these are still the same ones I bought last year. And nothing has dried out. But I've done what she said. A couple sprays in the lid. And it does not dilute the color out at all. I don't think you could dilute her color out. Her color is highly pigmented. Like her sprays. They're just fabulous. Okay. So, let me put these over to the side. And like I said, you can use any acrylic paint with that technique, with using the baby wipe. You do not have to use, you can just use your cheap crafty paints and use those. You do not have to use Dylusions. I have them, so I am using them, and I love them. Okay, so let's dry this really quick. If you want, you can fast forward. Oops, thought I got that on. Okay, I should have pulled my stencils. I can't believe I don't have any stencils out. Okay, anyway, we're going to stencil on this next. And I didn't pull any stencils out, which I can't believe I did that. So just a second. Just a second, guys. This is going on my desk. This is all my big box of stencils. So, just a second, please. Sorry about that. I was just trying to clean up my room because it was just... Ugh. My art studio is just a wreck. So... I was trying to clean it up a little bit. Called myself trying to clean it up, and then I cleaned it up too much. And put away all the stencils that I need. Alright. I don't want that. Don't want that. Just a second. Okay, I see some stencils that I want to use. Okay. Oh, I see a whole bunch of stencils that I like. All right, now I'm getting crazy. First I didn't have any stencils out, and now I have way too many out. Okay, love that. And then what did I do with my? Just a second, guys. I gotta find my other stencils that I have. What did I do with those? Okay, I have some really large stencils that I use all the time, and I usually have them out, and I don't know what the heck I did with them. They're really big stencils, so they can't go far. Alright, let me deal with what I have now. Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry to make you guys wait. That's a little bit crazy. I don't know. why those stencils aren't just right here. That's baffling my brain. All right, make sure you guys are still there. Okay, so I probably don't need those anyway. All right, let's go with these. Now I'm going to use the same paints and stick with the same colors. And I learned that from Diane Reevely, who makes these paints. When she does her backgrounds, when she goes through the stencils, she always sticks with the same colors because that keeps the background in the background. And when she said that, I was like, you know what? That makes so much sense. And then you don't have some crazy color pop up that doesn't belong there. Everything works together, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So I'm opening up my paints again. All right. And then I'm going to use a sponge, like a makeup wedge, these right here. All right, so here we go. Let's go through this. Go through the stencil. Let me make sure that I am in frame. Oh, you know what? I might have my stencils in my living room. I'm working on some, painting with milk paint and distressing some furniture right now, and a lot of times I use stencils for that, so I think those stencils are in my living room now that I think about it. Okay, so I added a little yellow there. I'm going to take another one and let's add some turquoise. And I just want to get little bits here and there. Okay. And then let's throw a little magenta on this orange. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to drop this stencil on the ground. Go to another one. Bam! Okay. I'm so excited. I'm going to an Old School concert tonight. Stevie B is like the main headliner at the end, but it's a whole bunch of people from like the late 80s, early 90s, so it's going to be awesome. So we're going to that tonight with some friends, which is going to be fun. I like going to old school stuff because I'm old. Okay, through this stencil we'll use a little orange. Cool. Let's try a little orange on the magenta through the stencil. Cool. I'll throw some of that down here. See, this is just I'm going to drop that stencil. So this is just more and more and more just cool layers, right? So I'm almost done with this. Let's add some more orange over this. That stencil. Cool. And we'll add some more orange in through here. All right. And let's add some of this magenta over this down here. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Try to stop there. You know how you get crazy when you're doing this kind of stuff, but you can get crazy with this kind of work. You can get crazy because we're trying to create a graffiti background, so we're doing it. Okay, so that's good with that. I don't think I need these sponges anymore or this paint, so let me go ahead. I just sprayed the lid, so I'm sure that we're fine. I'm sure there's enough moisture still left in there. And let me put all the lids on. Okay. And let me just clean up my little acrylic mess on the sides here so I don't get my arms in it. So I can try to stay as clean as possible. That doesn't sound fun, does it? Staying clean as possible. Okay. Okay. So let's dry this quickly. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, okay, and I want to say something really quickly. We're at 23 minutes, and probably the next 5 minutes, this is just going to go off, and when it does, just go on to the next part, okay? My, as you guys know, my phone only tapes, only tape my, tape for 30 minutes, and then it just starts like a whole nother video. I don't know why. Anyway, so anyway, I want to take some script stamp at this point and script stamp everywhere because I just love adding script. It's like my thing. You guys always see me do it in almost every piece I do. In the background, I love to see this script. I just think it looks so cool. And I don't care for the evenness. I like it to be even. I like it to, you know, show up here and not show up there. So I'm all good with that. Perfect. Let me just, how I clean my stamp is I just keep stamping on another piece of paper until I don't see any more stamping. Or sometimes I clean off right on the page itself, but I don't want to get that much stamping on here, so. All right, so let's put that away. Just a second. Okay, so we got that done. My next step is, what is my next step? Yes. So my next step is I want to put on, I want to collage on some bits on here. And actually, I'm not going to collage. I'm going to use these wall stickers. which is like collage, but we don't have to get the collage glue out. So let's do some of this on here. Definitely this one. I'm going to choose the wall stickers. I get these at Dollar Tree, in case you're watching this video and you haven't watched any of my video before this or any of my Dollar Tree haul videos. You get these at Dollar Tree for $1, and look how much butterflies you get, you guys. Obsessed. I bought like 8 or 9 of these. I'm not really sure. I bought a ton. Okay, so I'm going to put this butterfly right here, which I think will look fabulous. Also, I do have some roses that I want to add, I think. Yeah, they're right here. So I am going to have to get my glue out because I'm going to add these roses. I think like right in through here. And then we'll add some butterflies on top of that too, I think. Let me see where I want to add these at. And yes, am I covering some stuff up? Yep, I am. And then the skate's probably going to go right down here in the corner, so only half of that rose would be done up like that, which I think I'm good with that. Yeah, so let me get my, well, I'm not going to actually use my Mod Podge. And the reason I'm not going to use that, I'm going to use my Eileen's Tacky. And I like to just use a magazine. Like when I want to keep my collaging clean, I just take the piece on a magazine, use this glue here. And I love Eileen's Tacky because this is actually out of a book and it's really thick paper. So it's high quality paper. So when you have that, it's better to use Eileen's Tacky. Also, I don't want to have to wait for the glue to dry if I did decoupaging on the bottom and on the top. So we're not going to do that. But I like using a magazine because you can use it as a gluing surface. And then when you're done gluing and that page is all tacky and gluey and a mess, just flip the page and you have a new clean surface to work on. I've seen people use phone books like that, and I was gonna get a phone book. I'm like, oh, that'll last forever. I don't know if they make phone books anymore. Does anybody know? Do they make phone books anymore? I don't think so. I think phone books are obsolete. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I couldn't find it. They don't deliver phone books to my house, and they don't. They used to have phone books in like the free newspaper section at the grocery store. There always be a couple there. There was none. So I looked at, not recently, I did that, looked a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, just like there's no more payphones. There's certain things, you guys, it's just a trip. They don't have them anymore. There's no, pretty much, you can find payphones once in a great while, but there's not too many payphones left, and there's not too many phone books left, if any. I mean, who gets the newspaper delivered to their house anymore? You know, you used to always see, you know, forever you saw kids delivering the newspaper. Then it turned to like a job for an adult. So there was always an adult who had your route of people getting the paper delivered to them. Now you never see newspapers getting delivered. This world is changing. This world changed. Okay, so see how nice and clean that is to glue that down, and then you don't have to worry about having to wait for the collage medium to dry on top of your collage bits. Okay, so we have that, and I want to put a butterfly on top of that, on top of those roses. Let's see. I've used a lot of butterflies on here, but there's still a lot I can use. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, I like them all, actually. I'm just looking at what look goes best with what I'm doing. Like okay, I think I want to put, yeah, I want to put it like that. And then let's do another one. Ooh. We'll put this one right here. I'll put it right there. Yeah. And now I'm being mindful of where I'm going to put that skate at. We're going to, you know, color up the skate, the old-fashioned skate, and it's going to go like about right here. So half of this rose will be covered and half these wings will be covered. So I am being mindful of what's going to be covered up. Of where I am placing things, so. Okay, so that's probably enough butterflies. And I was at first using my decoupage medium or my Eileen's tacky and adding it to the back of these stickers or these wall decals. But you guys, they stick onto this surface really good. So I don't even worry about it. I just stick it down. They stay stuck down. And if they do come up, then go ahead and use some Eileen's tacky or some Mod Podge on them. Okay, so I think that's enough butterflies. You guys, get yourself some of these butterflies from Dollar Tree when you see them. And when you do see them, the reason these are blank spaces, I've used those up. When you do see these, pick up tons because they're not going to be there. I love that one. I can't wait to use that one because these butterflies are gorgeous. And they are not going to be around. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to, this is the part, I'm going to use black paint, acrylic paint, and this is the part that I think it makes it look very much graffiti-like. So I have all this background. Now I'm going to put in black different like little things. I'll show you. Let me stop talking and get to showing. Yeah, I may have to. Guys, just a second. I'm going to get up and go get those stencils I was talking about because I want to use one of those. So just a second. I'll be right back. If you want, fast forward. Alright, let me just finish my video. Alright, you guys, I'm back. No, you guys, I still didn't find those, remember, there's these stencils. They're really, really